There are only a couple of events each year in the off-campus student housing industry that bring all of the industry leaders together. The annual Interface Student Housing Conference is the largest event for the industry. 2024 marks the 16th year for this conference and is being held April 24th through the 27th at the JW Marriott in Austin, Texas. This is the premier event for student housing professionals, bringing together leaders from all facets of the sector, including owners, operators, investors, lenders, and university partners. The conference features the industry's best and brightest minds all under one roof, delivering the knowledge, tools, programs, and connections necessary for leaders to shape their future success and the future of the student housing industry. So who are some of the folks attending this year's conference? Let's meet one of them right now. Audrey and Lucy, I hear you guys are going to Austin.
We are.
Yes, can't wait.
3 more weeks.
Well, I'm excited to see you guys. Lucy, I know last year was your first year attending the conference, so I'm excited to hear what some of your takeaways were. For Audrey and myself, it's just, what is this, like 8, 9, 10?
I think this might be 8 for me,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Wild.
I just had my 8-year work anniversary, and I think I've been every year since I've been at South Park. So
Yeah. And then there was the 2020 where we had to do it, online. But
yeah. I don't like to think about that.
Yeah, I've tried to put it out of my mind as well. Well, hey, first of all, I want to thank you guys for being part of our Strategic Partners program this year. It's something new that we rolled out. Excited for the support that you guys have obviously given to Student Housing Insight over the years, and me personally. It's been fantastic working with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited. I think it's a great opportunity, for us as vendors to the industry to get to know our other vendors better so that we can better serve our clients. So we're really excited about it and excited to make more connections and learn and grow with Student Housing Insights. So thank you.
Well, although I know our audience gets a lot of, they get a lot of news from SBI. There's, I'm sure, some folks that are watching this for the first time. Maybe it's their first time going to Interface and they're trying to find out what it's all about. For this audience, tell us a little bit about SBI and what you guys do.
Yeah, so we are a commercial interior architecture and design firm. We're based in Charlotte, but we work nationwide. And our owners, Martha Tomley and Lisa Brooks, have been in the student housing industry for nearly 2 decades now. We've delivered hundreds of projects across the country, mainly new developments and large-scale renovations. But we've got a team of 5 designers currently. Lucy's one of our interior designers, and she'll be at the show with us along with Lisa, our principal, and Emily, our lead designer, and Dallas, our newly added art director. So we're excited to be more available with just more boots on the ground, I guess, to meet new people. I feel like at this point we kind of know everybody, but it's always great when we don't. So,
well, and my first question is going to be: is the booth going to be in the same corner as it always is?
Yes, we will be closest to the bar, very strategically placed. We'll be sharing a booth with F3 like we've done in recent years. Yeah, so we'll be at that corner bar at the back. Well, not the corner bar, excuse me. I'll be at the corner bar, but we will be in the corner booth if you want to talk business.
Well, hey, before we start talking about the conference, I do want to just kind of catch up on business a little bit. A lot of the work that you guys do is for new devs. That's kind of pulled back a little bit in this economy. Just kind of curious, what are you guys keeping yourself busy with these days?
I'll let Lucy speak too, but we, from a student standpoint, we have slowed down on new devs a little bit, but we are doing a lot of large scale renovation all around the country as well, which has been great. And, we do a lot of multifamily design as well. So, the student side, we have seen it slow down for now as far as new development, but on the multi side, it's been kind of picking up on new devs, which has been great.
Okay.
With the economy and the trends that have been happening, we've been blessed that we've been steady with our work, and it's exciting to just continue to push the envelope and testing out new trends with the projects that we do have on the docket. So,
and I think too, it's been exciting to see some of our clients that have been in student for so long, that are getting into or have been getting into multifamily and then build to rent as well.
Yeah.
So it's always fun at these shows to see all of our clients, but now they're in all these other sectors, and they allow us to come with them into those different markets. So that's really exciting as well.
I'm glad to hear that you guys are so busy on the rehab part, because that means folks are taking advantage of those rent increases that they've gotten over the past couple of years, and they're putting more money back into the assets. So fantastic. Well, hey, let's talk a little bit about, okay, Audrey, you and I are veterans at this, so let's talk about the conference first. Lucy, what were your takeaways from last year?
I loved everything about it. It was my first time to Texas too, so checking things off my list left and right. But overall, I was just extremely impressed about how organized it was. It was great for me to just meet, put a face to the name with some of our developers that we have created relationships with over the years. It was great to sit in on panels and hear what's happening, what other people are having issues on, and upcoming trends or things that we could take and put into our designs that we might haven't thought about before. So overall, it was a really great experience. I was with two of the best, so they also helped with making the experience fun. But I'm excited to go back this year and continue to make new contacts and meet new people.
So Audrey, I'll go to you. What are some of the kind of tips and suggestions that you would have for someone that maybe this is going to be their first year?
I think that if you have access or, the information you have beforehand, I think if you can plan out your kind of target list of maybe companies that you want to try to approach so that you can keep an eye out for those names on badges. Also for, all of the different panels, you might not be able to go to all of them, but I think it's always a great idea to acclimate yourself with the agenda beforehand so you can kind of prioritize your time, and then also leave time in just for networking or, or if you meet someone there and you hadn't had plans, but you want to go grab a coffee. I think it's kind of a good idea to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room, and you don't have to book up every second of your time. I think it's good to leave some kind of free time in there for yourself. And also, I've done some of my best networking in the evening at some of the great parties there. So I think it's always smart to go check out the events that are happening outside of the conference too.
So yeah, we just had a conversation about the concert at the Belmont, which is on Thursday night this year, and I know that's something your crew is always taking in. So definitely would tell folks.
I had to let Lucy experience the spasmatics last year.
It lived up to the hype.
Yeah, it's pretty great. We might be getting something new this year, I think, but that'll be fun. It'll still be fun.
Yeah. It's a great venue, and I don't think it really matters who's playing. It's going to be a fun time. But,
right.
Let's talk a little bit about Austin. I want to make sure that we give those newcomers some places they need to check out before they leave. If it's dining or no matter what it is, maybe it's just a place to go meditate. Any suggestions?
I really love, there's an Italian restaurant called Taverna. It's maybe a couple blocks away, but that's a great, great Italian restaurant. I think Austin is just so cool because you really don't even have to have a plan. If you're right downtown, you kind of can just wander around. There's so many great coffee shops. And, if you want to take home any souvenirs, there's lots of great little art shops with local pieces and something maybe thrifted, or you can just walk around and look at all of the cool art installations too. There is so much of that. And I think for us as designers, we get a lot of inspiration from that. So when we travel, we always try to check out, the local architecture and any kind of landmark situations we can find. We definitely always try to fit that into the trip if we can.
Yeah. And I love how you guys also fit that into your designs, because I've been, a part of a few projects with you, and it's funny how, Martha and Lisa will kind of come in for that, that initial inspection of, what does the property look like, or, and then I'm talking about specifically with rehab, and then to see some of the things that, they would talk about as they were kind of surveying or canvassing the area end up getting put into the design. It's amazing how you guys do that.
No, absolutely. I feel like from a design standpoint, we're always just looking for new color palettes, finishes, materials, no matter where we're going, even if it's down the street. So it's fun to get outside of our little neighborhood and see what other states are doing with their design trends as well, and being able to bring that back and all over the country, since we do, national work. It's good to just educate yourself on what's happening all across the board. So I know one thing that stood out to me when we were in Austin was they had some really cool murals, and getting inspiration for that and using that on some of our projects, whether that's interior or exterior spaces. So that's something that I really look for. That's for sure.
Well, great.
Yeah. And to make it incorporate and speak to the local culture, no matter where the property is always really important to us, to give every client a unique space and, make sure that they stand out.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, so everybody obviously knows that you're going to be, in the back corner at the bar.
Yes, I'll be at the bar.
At the or near the F3 booth in the exhibit hall. So for folks that want to reach out in advance and try to set up an appointment time, what's the best way for them to do that? Obviously, we'll put your contact information in the show notes, but just really quick.
Yeah, so I will have a Calendly link available if anyone wants to, book some time to chat with us, whether you have a project or not, or just want to introduce yourself. We'd love to meet you. My email address, I can always be reached via email, LinkedIn. I'm the sales girl, so you can find me easily. If you want my info, it's out there. But also, we'll be hanging at the F3 booth with our friends at F3. We are also working with our friends at Uloft. We've been helping develop some new furniture lines for a few of our furniture providers in the industry. Uloft is one of those. We're going to be premiering some of those new items at the show. We're super excited about. We've got some amazing branding to go with it. And we are also previewing some new items with F3 as well. They have a hospitality line that they're working on, and we're helping them develop it so that it is conducive to hospitality or student. So we've got lots of new product to show at the show this year, and we're excited to talk about some of the projects we're working on and in student right now. And mostly just excited to see everybody. It's always fun to see our clients and get to hang out and actually spend some time together, talking about work, but then also just having fun too.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm excited to see what you guys are doing in the hospitality realm, because that is something that I think kind of goes hand in hand with student housing is the hospitality business at the end of the day. And I think, that probably rolls over to the design as well. So excited to see that. But, I know I'm just 35 minutes down the road from you guys right now. I am excited about seeing you guys in Austin, and we'll see you there.
Yeah. See you there.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.